Hello, Facebook. Hello, Instagram. I'm hopping on this morning to talk all about my pregnancy journey and how wonderful it's been. So, just to begin with, I'm sorry about the timings of this. I was meant to come on last night and I just wanted to lie down and rest in the sun. And this morning, I was going to do this at 10, but Saul has said we can go shopping for some art supplies. So I'm like, yeah, okay, let's hop on and do it now. So it's now or never. And this is a big part of me enjoying my pregnancy this time is just going with the flow and following how I feel and really tuning into what feels right in the moment. So a big part of being pregnant is about slowing down and letting go, giving ourselves permission just to really, really slow down and let go because our bodies are doing so much building these babies. And it's incredible what our body does as we carry on with day-to-day life. So, yeah, that's my first thing is in comparison to when I was having Ace, my first little one, I really found it very hard to let go and put a lot of pressure on myself to keep up and keep doing everything that I'd previously been doing. But now I realise I just cannot keep doing everything. Ace could run in at any minute. Can hear him giggling. So I'm going to start with the first trimester. And the first trimester for me was full of nausea and feeling so tired, so tired. And last time with Ace, I turned to all the crappy, shitty food and just ate my way through the first trimester. This time I made a real conscious effort to have fruit and things like oat cakes nearby. So they were what I lived off really. And I kept moving. So it would have been very easy for me just to lie on the sofa and cuddle Ace. But every day I was like, right, Saul, come on, let's get up, let's go for a walk, get out the house, even though it was the last thing I wanted to do. And I also did make sure I exercised 3 times a week. So that was, I found a pregnancy HIIT video on YouTube, which was really gentle, but it just got my body moving in all different directions. So that was really, really helpful for the first trimester, just to keep moving. And I kept my yoga practice going in the first trimester. I changed it a little bit. I didn't go into deep postures and I took it really slowly, but I did pretty much what I would normally do because I know my body and I know my body in yoga, which some of you might not. And if you don't, then get yourself a pregnancy yoga teacher in those first weeks, those first trimester weeks, and ask them what is good and what isn't. Okay, then most important second part of this is taking lifelong vitality supplements. So last time in my pregnancy, I just took a mixture of supplements from different places and I didn't really trust any. But this time I have taken the doTERRA Long Life Vitality Pack, and by God, they have been amazing throughout my whole pregnancy. And there are 3 different bottles. One is vitamins, one's minerals, and one's oils. And they've been amazing for my skin, amazing for my energy, just the way my body feels and my brain is working as well. Throughout as well, I made a commitment to myself to have a massage every month and reflexology every month. And I was going to do acupuncture, but I just couldn't afford to have three 3 of those going out every month. It was getting a bit too much. So yeah, I mean, even if you could just do one of those, it's going to really help you to relax and enjoy your pregnancy. Okay, so specifically for the first trimester, I drank lots of protein. Didn't drink lots of protein, I drank lots of water. And I ate loads of protein, and I'm a vegan, so I was really going for lots of quinoa, and trying to remember back to what I was eating then. Tofu, rice, nuts, yeah, all of those things, and they help with my nausea. So anybody you know that is pregnant or is wanting to get pregnant, then just remember that trick of, if they're feeling nauseous, then eat more protein. It has really helped me. So I've mentioned about movement and getting up and out, get off the fucking sofa, which we all just want to go there in that first trimester. We're so tired. But the oils that really help me now, I'm going to talk through the oils, is the citrus oil. So when I felt really tired and I had to go and teach yoga, then I would get some wild orange, a little drop in my hand, rub it through my hair and inhale it. And that would really help me just to pep it up, or put it on in the diffuser in the classroom or the kitchen if I had to get cooking for ACE or cleaning. And then also for nausea, I would use cardamom and also spearmint. And you can just place the cardamom on your wrists. Same with the spearmint, or you could just put it behind the ears here. So then there's a blend as well called Digesten, which has been really, really helpful. And I would put that onto my tummy. It's just a blend that's great for nausea, feeling sick, any digestion issues. Sometimes I'd put it here as well, and here. So they're the ones. Citrus oils for energy, and then cardamom and cardamom and boom, 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 peppermint and spearmint for nausea, and also Digesten. So that is the first trimester. And then second trimester was really awesome for me. I was running a 200-hour yoga teacher training, and luckily I just came into my second trimester as that started, and my energy levels just went whoosh, through the roof. And I was still eating really well, really healthily. I was not craving any shit, thank God. And the thing that got me a little bit is I stopped becoming quite emotional. So I used a blend called Balance on my feet, and also frankincense. And frankincense you can use on the soles of your feet. You can inhale from the bottle or your hands, or you put it in your face cream and rub it into your face. And that really helped me ground and balance, because running after a 2-year-old and running a 200-hour yoga teacher training was a lot. And in my second trimester, I did a lot. We came to the decision of moving to Ibiza and closing my yoga studio here in the UK. So lots was going on for me in that second trimester emotionally. I went to Germany and left ACE for the first time, and I went away for 3 days, which was amazing, but again emotional. And what else did we do? I held another training as well. So there was so much going on in that second trimester, and I just needed the support of these oils. My body. So in the second trimester, I started to get pubic symphysis, which is when you get pain in your pelvis because your body's starting to make more space for baby, and it's excruciating. It's not nice at all. And I use a blend called Deep Blue, which is like Deep Heat, but it's just pure essential oils. and rub that all around my hips. I did one day get a little bit too close to my bits, and it didn't it stung so much, so I was being very careful not to do that again. But it's a freaking lifesaver. It just soothes any pain going on. In fact, I might put some on today. I've been running around with Ace a lot. Good idea. And there was a few days that I just felt like, oof, how am I going to get through these days? I feel so emotional. I feel sad, and I just felt like I didn't have the courage or the energy to carry on, keeping the house tidy, clean. Big thing for me is making sure Ace is eating healthily and getting to enough sleep. And just those two things alone is huge, huge work. And it would make me feel really sad if, he was just living off bread. And that for me is a big part of letting go. And I can't do everything all the time, and it's okay for him to have bread. But there was a blend which helped me just cheer up about it, and it's called Cheer. And I just roll it onto my neck every morning before I would leave the bathroom, and it would just make me feel really positive and able to flow through the day. It really lifted me up. It's so good. Whereas in my pregnancy with Ace, I would have just cried and gone into like a oh, poor me, victim of this pregnancy. So yeah, I've probably eaten about 20 million pain au chocolats. So chia, really good. And again, for the second trimester, citrus oils, any citrus oils in the diffuser, put them on in the kitchen, and it would just lift and boost me. So my favorite has been lime, and it's just so zesty. It's amazing. Yeah, those ones. And keeping going with my reflexology, massage, yoga, and 3 times a week moving my body and walking the dogs. So staying really active has been very important for me. Coming into 3rd trimester, boom, my body cannot keep up with the pace. So I've had to really knock it down a few levels and get myself resting more. I can't do as much exercise now because my body's holding the baby, and the baby is so much bigger. So just making sure I keep moving, walking. I can't lift Ace up anymore. And then in terms of supplements, there's doTERRA do this supplement called Meto 2 Max, which is for energy. And oh my God, it's amazing. So I take 2 a day, and when I don't take it, I really notice it. And it really just keeps me going through the whole day. Yesterday we walked all over these sand dunes in Anglesey, and carrying all the stuff to the beach and back again, and then went for lunch, and then came home, went for another walk on the beach. And without those supplements, the Meto 2 Max, I wouldn't have been as up for it. So I totally recommend those throughout the pregnancy, but I've only just really got into them in this 3rd trimester. Now, my 3rd trimester last time, I blew up like a blowfish. I just went massive in my face, my hands, my wrists, my feet, my ankles, which could still happen. But something that I've been doing to be proactive about it this time is Aroma Touch, which is the massage blend that you got free last month with your order. So some of you might have it. And excuse me. Yeah. Aroma Touch on the soles of your feet in the evenings is really, really, really powerful. It also helps to So it helps with your circulation, and this helps then to reduce any fluid retention. Really good. Every week I try and have a bath, and I put Aroma Touch in the bath. It's a really good blend for the body, again, like I say, for circulation. And then I use Balance on my feet most mornings, and at night time I put Vetiver on the soles of my feet, which just knocks me out into a really good deep sleep. Because sometimes, well, whether you're pregnant or not, you know, you're thinking all sorts of things about getting prepared for the next day, or for me, being prepared for birth. So this just really helps to give you a good night's sleep. And if your body's aching and big, and you can't get comfy, the Vetiver just cruises through that and allows you to just, it's like, I've never had Valium, but from what people say to me, it's a bit like Valium. You just take this little bit of Vetiver on your feet and you're knocked out for the night. Awesome. And then Serenity is also really good for sleeping, and it's nice in the bath as well. So it's a blend that doTERRA do. Which other ones have really helped me? Digest Then. So my third trimester, I've been feeling nauseous again. Not every day, but probably once a week. So then I'll rub it onto wherever it just feels intuitively right. I'll dilute it and then just rub it onto my chest or my belly. Frankincense into my face cream, and just smelling it, it really, really calms and soothes you. So what else? Deep Blue to cool any aches and pains down, especially around the hips and the back. Yeah, they're the main ones. And keeping going with massage, reflexology, and moving, definitely. And drinking. I've been trying to drink 3 of these a day, so this is 750 mils. Don't always get it done, but I feel so good when I have, and sometimes more. Oh, so good. So yeah, so I've got 5 weeks until I give birth. Well, apparently it could be more. And I've been researching what I'm going to use in labour. So I'm going to go through that very simply. And if you want more details on what oils to get, then contact me and we'll go through it, because there's quite a lot of oils in here, and to get them all just for going into labour, you might be up for it and might have the budget for it. But if you're on a smaller budget, then let me know and we can get you set up with some good ones. Okay, so I'm going to go through what I'm going to use because I've got them in my kit. Here we go. So this is for me going into labour. Once my contractions start, I can use myrrh or clary sage. So these then help to boost and encourage the contractions to keep going. They won't bring on birth before, even though there's a myth that they do. But yeah, myrrh and clary sage can just help to intensify the contractions and make them really effective. So clary sage I will place on my pinky toes, just onto the nail bed, and also on the insides of the ankle bone. Every 15 to 20 minutes once the contractions start. Saul will be getting a full run through of all of this. So hopefully he can, once I lose control of a few moments here and there, he can keep me rolling into this. Peppermint is great for easing anxiety and also great for lower back pain. It's very cooling, so you can get your partner to rub peppermint and coconut oil into the lower back, which Saul, yeah, he signed up for that. Lavender is really good in the birthing space. So when I get to hospital, which is what I'll be doing, because I was 16 days late with Ace, ended up being induced, even though I had a birthing pool at home set up. I wanted to have a home birth, but that didn't happen. And yeah, I ended up with a C-section, which is amazing, and I'm so grateful for that C-section, because Ace is here and he's healthy and alive and I'm okay. But they actually said to me this time I had to have a C-section again, because my pelvis, they don't think my pelvis is big enough to give birth, which I don't know, could be a load of shit. So I'm gonna go into hospital and try and have this baby naturally and prove them wrong, you know. How do they know my pelvis is too small? What a load of bullshit. We'll see. But at least they can wheel me down to the C-section room if it's not working. Yeah, so in the birthing room, once I get to hospital, then lavender's going to be great. And the book that I've been reading says wild orange is really nice. And I think the most important thing is that when we're giving birth, we're so sensitive. So just the smallest amount I'm going to be using, like a drop. And also making sure that it's really well diluted, because yeah, we're sensitive, and these oils, these doTERRA oils, are so potent. Cool. Okay, so balance, which I've talked a lot about, is very empowering for us as women, and it helps us to stay present in the moment, and I want to be in the moment. So I'm going to be putting balance on the soles of my feet throughout. And black pepper is meant to be really good for back labour. And with Ace, I had back labour. God, it was painful. So I'm going to get, I think I've got black pepper. I have to have a look when I get home, but black pepper massaged into the lower back. So if the peppermint isn't working, then the black pepper could be used just to switch it up. And then the other one that I'm really looking forward to adding to my birth is geranium. It's such a beautiful oil. It's the oil of love and trust, and yeah, I really want to bring that energy into the birth of this baby boy that's in my tummy. Can't wait for him to come out. Well, I can, but yeah, geranium, and it just in the book that I've been reading, it says to massage into shoulders and into the neck, and then you're going to have that with you, that amazing sensation of the geranium coming in up through the nose, but also it's coming into the body through the skin. So they're my main ones that I'm going to be taking into the birthing experience, both at home and into hospital. There's a grounding calming spray. So my midwife was saying that people, I've forgotten what the word was, a spritz every time they go into a contraction or come out of a contraction. They say spritz me, and the midwife will come and spritz them. And this is what I'm going to put in my spritz is a grounding blend with so grounding blend is balance. I'm going to put 40 drops of balance into a spray bottle and fill the rest up with water. And there's also once labour has started blend, which I'm going to post up into this group, Instagram. Where shall I? Yeah, I could just make a post on my Insta page, and Ashram Essentials Facebook group. I'll put it in there. Awesome. So that is where I'm at with giving birth. I haven't yet started to look into how I'm going to use the oils on baby when baby comes. I will be using the oils on baby, but it'll be very, very done very sensitively and carefully, and I'll be thinking about it very clearly before baby comes, so I know what my boundaries are with it. Again, they're really very strong and powerful. We have to respect the oils a lot. Okay, now then, just to recap, really, is for anybody that is thinking about getting pregnant, who already is, whichever trimester you're in, I cannot recommend these oils or these supplements that I've been using. They have been the biggest game changer for me ever. Having emotional support is probably the biggest thing that these oils have given me. And without that, I could just spiral into any of my old habits, overeating, just not listening to what I need in that moment. And emotions are signals for us to pay attention and look after ourselves. And they're signs for something that's going on. So, if we are feeling overwhelmed, it's a sign we're doing too much and we're not giving ourselves enough time to rest or sleep or self-care. So it's really, really vital that we listen to our bodies and support them. My biggest other tip, apart from the oils and the supplements, is self-caring all the way through pregnancy, with massage, with yoga, movement, and time for you, just to, get into bed at 12 p.m. and have half an hour sleep, or until you wake up. Get into the nature and the woods and walk, all of these things. And I know it sounds easier said than done, but just fucking do it, because it makes such a difference to pregnancy. I really have enjoyed this pregnancy. There's probably been about 10 times that I've thought, I cannot do this. Whereas with Ace, there was probably 100 or 200 times I thought that. So this has just been, in comparison, a breeze. It's been an absolute pleasure to be pregnant. And those of you who are trying for a baby on your fertility journey, then keep going. I met a lady a couple of nights ago who was told that she wouldn't have children and she should have IVF, and she went about really changing her lifestyle, cleaning up her toxic load, getting all the chemicals out of her life, and she had a baby without IVF, and she just took her time. Get in touch. I'd love to hear from you, whether you're pregnant, trying for a baby, had a baby, and would love to talk to somebody about the experience. I hope this has been helpful, me sharing. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to go and do some art shopping with Saul, and then we're going to go to the beach. And I'll show you Bump here. Let me move back. Here's little Bumpy. Yay! Which is getting bigger every day. All right, love you loads. Those of you that are pregnant, get in touch. I can hook you up with these oils. They are the best in the world, and I don't say that lightly. They are badass. The more I use them, the more I trust them, and the more I get my head around. No other oil I've come across is like these doTERRA oils. Okay, love you. Sorry it's been early. Mwah. Hope you enjoy it. Bye bye, Instagram. End the video there and end this one here. Mwah. Bye, Facebook.